watched wrestling in the 80s, and, well, even if you didn't, you probably know of Andre the Giant.
How about getting your foot off my shoulder?
Billed at 7'5" and weighing more than 500 pounds at his peak, Andre was considered one of the most recognizable athletes in the world throughout the 70s and 80s. And for good reason. I mean, look at him. The so-called eighth wonder of the world was a living legend, and even today lives on as a symbol of wrestling legacy, urban street art, and folklore. Many stories about the boss seem exaggerated, from his 2 sets of teeth to the oversized ring that apparently you can pass a silver dollar through.
I want to show you the ring. This belongs to Andre the Giant. This is his ring, and I kid you not, I can get all 3 fingers in that ring. Beautiful ring indeed.
But one legend about the Giant has been backed up and defended by his peers ever since, and that is that Andre is a world-class drinker.
Everyone catered to Andre, justifiably so. You know, a case of beer, it was always, booze, it was always whatever it is Andre wanted. He enjoyed performing, but he enjoyed the party afterwards.
It's said that Andre drank to ease the mental and physical pain of being a giant, but it's also said that he just loved booze, especially beer and French wine. Hulk Hogan once witnessed Andre drinking a case of wine over a 3-hour road trip in Japan. Bobby the Brain Heenan recalls the time Andre ordered 40 vodka tonics at a Marriott Hotel bar in Kansas City. But the biggest legendary tale is when Andre consumed 117 12-ounce beers in a marathon 6-hour drinking session.
Is it true that you, in one sitting, drank 117 beers?
Yes. One night.
And did that? Were you drunk at the end of that?
I don't remember. I think I passed out.
Now that amount of booze equates to approximately a beer every 3 minutes, non-stop for 6 hours straight. Andre apparently got so drunk that night that he passed out in a hotel lobby. His fellow wrestlers and hotel staff were unable to wake or even move the sleeping giant, so they resorted to draping a piano cover over top of him, letting him sleep it off.
Yeah, because when I was drinking beer, I used to weigh 560 pounds.
And you've trimmed down now to?
Right now, I'm 470.
Yeah, I was going to say, you look about 470.
So I guess the question is, if you're not a giant, what would happen if you drink 117 beers? Firstly, you're not likely to physically be able to drink all that much so quickly. The average human stomach can hold about 32 ounces of liquid, and your urge to urinate starts when your bladder contains about 5 fluid ounces of urine. So expect many bathroom visits on the more than 1,400 ounces of beer. And let's say you can defy physics. Let's say you can pound it back. Well, you're likely to get alcohol poisoning before you finish. Since every person is different, it's unclear how much beer it will take before that happens. But the more you drink, the higher your blood alcohol content level will climb. And eventually, it will become so high that your basic mental and physical functions will no longer to be able to work properly. I'm talking breathing, heart rate, body temperature, gag reflex, you name it. Your body will shut down completely. And, unlike Andre, you're likely not to wake up from it.
I was there. I wasn't there for the drinking. I was there the next morning in the lobby when he's still sleeping on the floor. Nobody could keep up with him. No, I don't care who you are.
Andre the Giant was larger than life, who had a body that could defy physics and, well, common sense. Don't try to drink like the boss. Obey your own body.